Hey yo, this is Marsh Montana HD.
Yo, this is Walshy Fire from Major Lazer. They're my lead, which means me I lead.
Big up Rated RPM, you don't know, can say so.
Big up to Rated RPM.
Double M, saying big up Rated RPM.
RPM, big up yourself.
It's all about the M, more power.
The biggest things in the whole country, the whole world.
Alright guys, you know what time it is?
What time?
4:38.
It's time for episode 2. What's up, everybody? This is The Life We Live, episode 2, a Rated RPM podcast. Hope everyone is good today. Joined once again by my co-hosts, my brother Shay. Shay, what's good?
Yo. Cool, quiet.
Good. Ran, what's up?
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, as about expected.
Yep.
You guys saw and listened to the Verzuz battle on the 23rd. Bounty versus Beenie.
Yeah.
I didn't see it live, but I saw plenty clips from it after and plenty IG stories and Twitter stories and everything. Yeah.
Right.
It looks serious.
Yeah, yo, what you thought about it?
Only the last 15 minutes catch me. Well, that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for that kind of battle. That song for song, that's a good song. That was a great song. That's not, when I hear about Demi, that's not what I want to hear. I don't know friend thing there. I grew up listening to them in the 90s. Go on the throat one time.
Yeah.
But it was good to see two of them reach to that level where they could do something like that for entertainment's sake and kind of relief during these times. So that was cool to see.
Yeah, because everybody talking about, because I actually looked at the entire thing, and at a point they did reach the 500,000 marker, and then of course the Verzuz guys put it up on their IG, and it's over 1.4 million views now. Yeah, so I also happy to see them reach that kind of level. But for me personally, like, the battle was exciting for more than one reason, because it's Beenie and Bounty. Again, as Ryan said, we're 90s kids. Growing up, they were a staple in our lives now. And it was just so nostalgic for me, because by the time, they started off kind of slow, to be honest. Or where they were doing a lot more of like the foreign collaborations and that sort of stuff. But when it really started hit certain songs, like Romy, all I can picture is me traveling home from school in a yellow band maxi, Like, that's all that's running through my mind.
Yellow band maxi?
Party in V stick up on the roof.
Yellow band maxi, say, oh yeah, I forget you from the west side. I forget yes.
Yo, nah. Yo,
you wasn't always a red band maxi guy. All right.
No, but we had to take the yellow band to then get to the red band. That's the thing. So, but the red, I don't know.
Oh, yes, sorry. Yes,
I
forget you.
Yeah, when the school in the West, so that's the thing. Like, I can't remember any red band maxi that really had, for the listeners out there, I want to say upgraded audio for your listening pleasure, but it's really hard pong. And that's what we used to call it when we was younger. It was hard pong in a maxi. The last row.
We wonder now why we can't hear each other properly.
Yo, it's like, so a maxi, for all the listeners who don't know, I want to believe you're not from Trinidad and Tobago if you don't understand what a maxi is. That is one of our main modes of transportation, right? They commonly come in a 12-seater bus or 24-seater bus. But the last row, had so much space underneath it that guys would just go buck wild with their 10-inch or 12-inch subs. And in those days, it was Kenwood, it was Alpine, it was Blow Plunk, it was Kicker, it was Pioneer. You remember the Pioneer?
Audio pipe. Audio pipe is maxi pong. Yeah, that is maxi pong.
Audio pipe was the maxi and taxi.
That's the maxiest of all speakers.
Boy. In a plywood box with no carpet, no nothing. You see splinters on the edge, you see screws and things. Yeah. That's maxi and taxi music there.
And the shit used to be ringing off. And then...
But in all fairness, at that age, we didn't know better. We were just feeling bass and hearing loud music, so that's...
So the louder it was, the better you felt. And I'd say by the time all those tunes. And that's the thing, like for me, no, I love Beanie and Bounty music equally, like hands down. But both of their music does something different to you, because like in the school days, for me it was more Beanie, because Beanie had more the dance music, you know.
Right. Okay, fair.
Yeah, So I think I would hear that more in a maxi. But then like when I went to a car show, you would hear more the bounties playing, just for the bass line of it now. So the maxi was like for you to get jiggy in it, and it was loud and it was pumping and that kind of thing, and then the sound clashes and the sound of aspect of a car show was really more like the bass line of it, of the sling thing rhythm and those sort of tunes now. So yeah, but that shit, I was just every tune that Beanie hit, I was just picturing me traveling home in a maxi on an afternoon, and I was like, I really miss those days, boy. I don't even know if that's still a thing now, to be honest with you.
What? Hard pong in a maxi?
Hard pong in a maxi, for real.
I am willing to put my head on a block that it is.
Yeah, well, the caliber of music might be different now, though. Yeah. I feel like the kids now miss out on those golden days, But yeah, but then, so you saying audio pipe. I remember the Pioneer speaker that had like the diamond grill, like from the manhole covers. You remember that?
Oh yeah. That kind of metal pattern.
Yeah, the silver.
Yeah,
it was a silver frame with that kind of diamond. But that speaker and that and the audio pipe for me, like on the same level. I always remember seeing that in maxis. And then now when they go car show, you ain't seeing those things, because those guys go and use like juggernauts, mats, kicker, solo barracks, strokers, Siren Vega, strokers, jugglers, car show, and that kind of thing. Like, that's where was really hearing those, those tunes ringing off. And that was like my introduction into the car shows. Like every single outing for me was basically a car event. What jugglers used to throw? It was a soccer picnic.
Soccer picnic.
Oh, Snow White.
Soccer picnic. Yeah.
Snow White. Yo, damn was the days, boy. And then, so following from that now, so that's where I guess my love, or the music side, of course, which is like the dancehall side, the Bounty and Beanie. So that Versus Clash to me take win. And I looked at all thus far, but that one really resonated for me. And then, as my mind started to run on the hard pong and the car shows and that kind of thing, I was like, yo, look how times change. Because now, for the type of work that we do, right? And to all the new listeners, Rated RPM, we customize European cars. We supply wheels and accessories for all European vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago. So I've done audio systems, and those brands didn't even cross my mind.
I remember, because you can't put those in euros. I don't
exactly
traveling in a Mercedes-Benz Maxi.
Yeah.
Or a BMW PH car to go home and pulling a 3 Series. I don't remember that. So.
And I just feel like with those kind of speakers, the box you have to build for it is really obnoxious now.
Yeah.
Like the speakers so shitty that like the box can't be a whole trunk.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there's some brands that transitioned well, which would be the Pioneer, which would be another brand actually just came to my Nana Blow Plunk. Wow, Blow Plunk just crossed my mind. Imagine that. I remember seeing a Blow Plunk band pass. Kicker. Rockford Fosgate. That's the next brand that I know.
Boy?
Yeah. Rockford actually have a whole new line out. MTX and those brands. Yeah, they have like whole new lines out. For like, if people are looking for quality and affordable, and now that the DBs and digital designs and Bimmers and all those different brands. DDs, But when I sat down and I was trying to picture, because Ryan, your car has music in it, my car has music in it, Shay, your car has an upgraded system in it also, and then I have a couple other customers out there. My preference now is really GL audio, because as Ryan said, all those brands that we were accustomed to, the box has to be so obnoxious that, the customers that come to us, they're not really going to want to sacrifice all of their trunk room. For for what some people will call hard pong, but now we transition from the hard pong more into the quality and clarity of the sound. So GL Audio gives you the slimmest possible boxes and clearances that you could use while maintaining amazing clarity. So I think all three of us actually have jail audios in our trunk.
Well, I mean, all three of us went by you to do your music, so.
I mean, true. True.
Yeah.
That is true. Because Shay, you have a W1 10-inch, Ryan has a W3 10-inch, and I have a W6 10-inch. And
Okay.
well, yeah, I remember ringing out my music once, and a guy asked if it was a 15 because he just couldn't believe, like, yo, that's a 10 that putting in that kind of work. And music is it for me. Like, I think that will never leave. I've even seen guys put in like Lamborghinis and Ferraris, 599 GTBs, little upgraded audio. And I think that's just one of those creature comforts. Like, if you're in it, you'll just always love it.
Yeah, I think it's
Mhm.
one of those things that you just can't go back to music that's lacking because you get
True.
accustomed to hearing music a certain way. So since
True.
the A4, like
Mhm.
anything other than a bass line, because like me, I don't need upgraded door speakers and whatnot, because high end would come with like Bang and Olufsen or like
Yeah, but
sound
yeah.
proper clarity. All I need
Mhm.
is some additional bass. So when I listen to my music, I could really feel it properly. Other than that, like people next to me don't really need to hear my music as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's for personal pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Ryan?
Same. I never really changed my door speakers. Only added that stuff.
True. Yeah. Now, I think I'm the only one who actually changed those speakers. So I put in jail audio components just to give it that extra bit of clarity when I was going on the road. Again, just for my personal pleasure. And I live on the road. All the customers I have to go and see and this I have to do.
Yeah.
So, it needs to be there for me. And I actually hoping that there's another customer of ours. We have to do some work on his car. We're going to touch on that now, actually. And I should have done it before. God, the Instagram community must be so upset with me because I posted a story some weeks to probably a month ago, and even I forgot about it. Where I posted Ryan's car, the Nardo Gray A5, and then I post up a good customer of mine, Audi S5, and I was asking, the followers, which one were we about to do some upgrades on? Ryan car actually won. Everybody thought it was Ryan car going to get more work the A5. But to all those
More
who
work.
listen and hated,
They don't have pity on my wallet.
I don't think they understood that question properly.
More
They
work.
thought they meant which one you did more work on and which one you're going to do work
Yeah.
on.
nah, no. I actually, I think the title was one of these are about to get an upgrade. Pick one. I believe that was the title, and everybody was choosing Ryan car.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
One
real.
to these enablers, boy. Let me go on full gas. Yes, full on gas for me is upgrade right now. Yes.
And I mean, to all those who answered Ryan's car, I'm here to tell you today, unfortunately, you're wrong. It's actually the Audi S5. But that one is kind of is a fun but interesting upgrade, and that's on the heels of the music also because I know he's been thinking about putting music in the Audi Range Rover. So let's see if that materializes. But the upgrades that we're going to do on the Audi S5 are out of necessity, but it's still fun because the Audi, I'm pretty sure a lot of people actually don't know this. The Audi S5 came with a few flaws, unfortunately, but in two particular areas. One was the cooling system. And in our climate, that is something that really needs to be attended to. And the second was the catalytic converters, right? That is a part that is basically makes up the exhaust of the vehicle coming out from
I don't feel
the
that word
engine.
had to be that hard to say.
Yeah, catalytic converter. That is literally what it is. The problem with the Audi, it happens in the S4 and S5 specifically, where I'm guessing it has something to do with the power output, but after time, it seems to be a factory default where not one, those two components, because it's a left and right component, they collapse over time. And is like when you're driving like your Honda Civic back in the day, you're running through the gears and all of a sudden it sounds like a hole in the exhaust. This hollow type of song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually how it sounds. Like, I kid you not. And it's basically everything inside the converters are just shut to shit. That's like the nice way I'm putting it across, like the easiest way to translate. The inner components have now disintegrated and they're not functioning the way they're supposed to. So, for all those who posted up the Instagram, replied to the Instagram story, It is the S5 that we're going to be working on, and the 3 upgrades that car is going to get is a new cool air intake system. Is going to get a heat exchanger, which is basically a supercharged version of an intercooler, and then it's going to get race pipes to be able to manage the power, because not this car is not running stock. We tuned it to around 420 horsepower right now from 333 horsepower. So we're going for the best of the best GH Motorsport race pipes for this vehicle. So that should be done hopefully by this weekend. You guys can look out for that. But who knew that 10 years ago, who knew 10 years ago, I should say, that we'd be talking about things like A5 and S5 and all these type of cars,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys could actually remember the transition of cars in Trinidad like 10 years prior till now, 2010 till now.
Yeah, I just started off once in a little hatchback Civic.
Yeah.
And
10 years ago, I would have been what, 23? Yeah, that was what, Civic Days?
Yeah, that actually is Civic Days.
Civic Days.
Yeah. And then even the Calabar cars in Trinidad, well, let's say 15 years ago in Trinidad, a lot of these things weren't common. And I want to use the word common because some guys would have a Mercedes SL, probably one of the old school Ferraris cooped up in the garage. It wouldn't be for use on the road at all. And I don't know what happened. Things just changed almost overnight. The Ferrari F430, the Bentley GT Continental, more than one. We have Lamborghini Huracans. We have Lamborghini SV Aventadors. We have a crazy lineup of vehicles in this country all of a sudden. And they are such a wonder to look at. The Rolls Royce Phantom, the Rolls Royce Ghost, the Rolls Royce Wraith, which is actually still my favorite out of the 3 locally, the 2-door.
Yeah, I remember when I was going to school, there was one Lamborghini Countach. I think that was a Bag Sing or Dan Steel or something like that. And
right.
there was one Porsche that was, I think, yellow, that used to be parked by Island Hobbies on Ryerson Road.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Yeah.
That is true.
And that was it. That was it. Now we have men like back in the day with 4 or 5 Lamborghinis and Bentleys and everything. Yeah, times are changing.
Yeah, times ready to change. I remember, I don't even know if you guys remember this. Well, under Ryan's business, not separate and apart from RatedRpm, remember we were doing a carnival setup by the stadium, I believe it was, on the west side. And we were in the middle of a conversation, a proper conversation, and we just heard this noise coming down on the side of the stadium, and everybody paused. And it was the Lamborghini Huracan.
Yep.
You remember that?
Of course.
Yeah. Just that's things you will never forget.
I want to believe that we kind of gassed him up a little bit too, because he passed us first and we saw it, but he saw my car and Ryan car park up. He make a loop and come back around, and that's when we hear him mash out and
that's when he give it a proper launch.
Yeah.
Or as they say, full send. Like the guy full send the Lamborghini Huracan down the side, and that was just a beauty. And it's nice to see. I mean, of course, because it's a car-based program. We're not in the traffic, the breaking the laws, nothing like that. It was literally like a Sunday morning, and the guy just full send and then traffic light, and he just went about his way.
Yeah.
It
wasn't reckless or anything. It was a quick.
Yeah, it wasn't reckless.
So everybody could
exactly.
Hear the engine, and then that was it.
Yeah, so like a first, a second, and that was it. But I mean, with these transitional cars and more to come, because we have the AMG GTS in the country now. We have a Porsche GT2 RS and GT3 RS. Like, these are cars known on the global scale to be like the best of their caliber, And do you guys have a favorite car right now in Trinidad and Tobago? Separate and apart from your personal car. Like, what you would deem as the freshest car you've seen or heard about?
The i8.
Whew.
I wouldn't say the i8 because I didn't see anybody touch the i8 properly yet, like put on wheels or anything like it.
I don't even know if I could
right.
do that if I own one.
And also
Serious.
to me the i8 is not an aggressive enough stock vehicle to leave like that. Not like a Lamborghini. You will get
Right.
aggressive Lamborghini wheels and whatnot. To me, the wheels on the i8 still kind of look like a hybrid kind of Prius kind of vibe, in my opinion.
Right.
You know. So,
Right. I understand.
but yeah, the i8 is a really good looking car though. I'm not gonna lie, but
It is because I think we was having a discussion. It's like a prototype on the road.
yeah, a
Yeah, and it's
concept
like a
car.
concept car on
Yeah,
the road.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a concept car on the road. Like they really did stick as close as possible to the original design, and on the road it really does look phenomenal. So I would give him that. What was your favorite car, Shay?
I really not sure. You know.
For real.
I would have to give that one some thought, but nothing
Yeah.
jumping out to say like, wow, yeah. Every time I see that car, it's like, shit. I'll give it some thought and I'll circle back around.
Well then let me change the question. That's the cars that exist. What car would you love to see land in the country?
I really like, and I'm not a Benz man, but there's a new, is either the GT AMG or the AMG GT, whichever one is the four-door version of it.
That is actually here.
Right. So there's a Brabus.
Yeah.
There's a Brabus 700.
Ah.
I think it is. And
Right.
and that is a monster. I would like to see that.
Okay.
Though. The shape of the car and everything, real nice.
It appeals to you.
Yeah.
Right, okay. I'll have to do some investigations because the one that I know is in the country is one of 30. And I'm not, this is not an exaggeration. I actually spoke to the gentleman who brought the vehicle down for the customer. It is one of 30 in the world. So there are some differences with this particular one. I don't know how it lines up against the Brabus, but I'll certainly have to find out because I don't know if it's satin grey.
Yeah.
Or just a gunmetal gloss.
Nah,
Yeah, it's a satin
comes
grey.
Satin, yeah. It does.
Right. Yeah. So that's the one that I saw locally.
But you know, Benz,
And Ryan,
Benz
what?
do not know with all the 63S. The E-Class 63S,
Oh, for real?
the CLA 63S, yeah, all of them come in matte grey. Well,
The
satin grey.
C63S, yeah.
Yeah. The CLA 63S as well. I have a partner who just
They have a
ordered
CLA
one.
63?
No, well, the new
Oh,
one,
okay.
I have a partner who just ordered it. It's
Yeah.
supposed to reach by, I think it's August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, that is some good information. Like, I didn't even know one of those was ordered.
Yeah.
Shit.
And then I have
Right, I'm
another
about to.
partner who actually has a dealer, like a foreign used dealership kind of thing, and he's gonna bring down one as well. So I think we'll see plenty of those.
Are you holding out on me, man? Nah, I need to be one of the first to see this car.
I need to be
For
one
real.
of your partners.
Yeah. Good one.
I didn't say I was buying
For
it
real.
for these men. These men have it like that.
Yeah, I mean, you look like you
Yeah.
have a good circle, so I mean, that's trying
Yeah,
to beat that.
yes.
Because I checked him the other day, and he told me, well, was my car satin black? So he's like, boy, you know, we'll meet up on the highway just now and I'll run here. And I asked him why he says 63 years. I was like, no, that don't even make sense. I
Yeah,
went for
yeah,
myself,
nah,
you know. But I asked him how much he paid for it. He said $1 million. From Stirling.
$1 million, that's not bad. Considering what it is, that's actually not bad.
$1 million from Stirling.
Whew.
For a CLA.
Is it a 4? I need to check the number because I didn't know. I know with the CLA, they have the 45 AMG, and I know they brought out a new 43 AMG, if I'm not mistaken. The 63, you sure it's not a C?
It might be a CLA 45S.
Right, it might be one of those. Yeah, it might be one of those. If it's a CLA model, I don't think they put the 63 in the CLA. I think that's for C and up. And then I know that the E43 and that type of thing. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, I'll have to double check. But that, I mean, regardless, that's going to be pretty fly. Ryan, what car you would just love to see in Trinidad?
The Euros.
Yeah, That
The
Lamborghini.
Euros, yeah.
Yeah, that
I'd also like to see
Yeah.
it in my parking spot.
I feel like I need to change my answer now though because that Benz a little too normal.
what you would go with?
I'll go with the Rose SUV.
The Cullinan, the Rolls Royce Cullinan.
Yeah.
Jesus
yeah.
Christ. And you know what? I agree with both of you. And then I have a piece of information for both of y'all. It is alleged, I hate using that phrase, but I guess I have to in this particular situation. It is alleged that there is a Lamborghini Urus and a Rolls Royce Cullinan already ordered and on its way to Trinidad and Tobago. I kid you not.
Oh, I was
I believe
about to
that.
say yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Because I went on the
I believe
website and I
that.
designed my own everything. I just didn't click checkout now.
Oh, right. You
Yeah.
see, you could have been
I
the
reached that
first.
part and I was like, maybe later.
Nah, you could have been the first. You could have been. I know, and that's
No, I was
interesting.
definitely the first to design it.
Right.
I was definitely the first. I just didn't add to cart and check out now. Like that day, my PayPal wasn't updated, so I had to, I had to call the bank to make sure. I'm not going
Yeah.
to do it now because
Yeah.
I kind of
Joanna, I just did a quick fact check there. So it's actually the Brabus 800 AMG GT 63S. So it's an 800 horsepower,
Oh, okay.
0 to 60 in 2.9 seconds.
Right. So, and as when you reach that state, that's a special number there because people call that bike territory. That is so
Yeah.
that by itself is a monster. Okay, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
But it's not even the Mercedes or anything. It's the Brabus.
It's a Brabus. Okay.
The Brabus 800, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'll have to look at that. Okay. All right. Literally, as soon as I come off of here, I'm going to take a look. But on Ryan's point, though, that Urus, because I posted on Instagram and Facebook the other day, just to get a feel for what people think. Because I am a Mercedes G-Wagon fan to heart. Like, in my mind, that is going to be the most, pardon pun, G SUV of all time. Like, that shape has literally been the same since like 05, 06. They almost do nothing to like literally in this new 2020 version. I think like the side mirrors, the door handles, and the cover that covers the spare tire has changed. And
Yeah, they just add like LED lights.
so there's a slight change with the headlights and that sort of stuff. For me, I think that's going to be one of the most rugged, one of the most gangster SUVs of all time. And the G63, I think, like in the US at least, starts at like 148,000. That's like the base introduction model. I guess you could add things to it after. That Urus, though, I guess for what it is not badly priced. That starts at 211,000 US. Yeah. And then we go on to Shay's Rolls Royce Cullinan, which starts at 325,000 US.
Small money, man.
Small money.
I'll take two.
You take two. And it goes up to but that's actually literally for the base model. I think my
That's
problem
base.
that's base.
On biscuits and
Yeah.
black pepper.
Yeah. Yeah, biscuits and black pepper. I mean that I think where SUV is concerned, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out because as I said, I posted it up on Instagram. Who did people think that the G-Wagon has finally been dethroned when the Rolls Royce came out? I'm very close to saying yes, but here's my problem with the rules. Stock, even on the black package, which is 480,000 US, which is a huge jump. Even on the black package, I still think, just like you mentioned with the BMW i8, actually, it needs something additional to it, even if it's wheels. I saw on Vosen's site. I was actually sharing this stuff a couple of friends on Vosen's site. They did some wheels. I don't know if it's 23 or 24-inch wheels on a satin black Rolls Royce, and to me that was the freshest thing ever. But it's so far removed when you look at the other colors that stock out the showroom, I think, is still a toss-up between the Urus and the G-Wagon. Just stock. Understand what I'm saying? OEM specifications out the showroom.
Okay.
I think
I don't know. Personally, I find the Lamborghini a little bit too sexy for SUV. To me, it looked like a big Lamborghini. And my personal preference for SUVs is boxy and rugged, not curvy and sharp. You know, so that's my personal preference. Still nice. Lamborghini is my favorite car brand.
Right.
Man,
Well, that is the most powerful out of all, hands down.
I would believe so.
Yeah, it is because now it actually is the most powerful SUV of a production line in the world right now. I think the Rolls Royce is. I don't even know how to explain the Rolls Royce. The Rolls Royce is just a different category by itself. It is opulence on 100. You know, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend. I will show you who's the
That's the
boss.
brand.
Yeah, and now that is kind of going to put the G wagon in the place of, you know what is the affordable option. You know, it is the affordable option. But which one out of the three would you prefer driving down the avenue in? Like on a Friday evening, you're going and chill with the homies. Which one would you prefer to drive down the avenue in?
Rules
Rolls.
with the
Wow.
doors open. With the
Right, what about
suicide
you?
doors open.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't be those doors though. Right, what about you?
Which avenue you talking about, right?
Which-
By the time them doors open, turn on next lane.
He had to move with police escort. You know, I
Right.
mean, thank God the road's paved now, thankfully. So at least they're going to keep that smooth ride because it's supposed to be the quietest in the entire market. It's not a slouch by any means because that Rolls Royce is 600 horsepower. So it's a different kind of beast. It even carries the same cameras that we were talking about in the previous episode, the 360 cameras and all of that. You know, like that is. I mean, the black package, is the one for that 600 horsepower. The Lamborghini, here's an interesting fact about the Lamborghini, Ryan. You spec the car,
I
right?
don't own it.
Yeah, well, that's number one interesting fact. Let's go to number two interesting fact, right? The You said you spec'd it out on the website, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which rim option did you go with?
Yeah, I really can't remember. What do you mean the size?
Yeah, the size.
I think it was like a 21 or 20. What options are that? It was the wireless option.
It was the
Like
wireless.
24 or something like that.
No, well, then the wireless option is a 23-inch rim.
23, right.
So let me just give you an interesting piece of information. The basic package comes with a 21-inch rim front rim and a 22-inch rim in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
The highest package comes with a 23-inch rim. The rear tire is 325, 30, 23. Do you want to know what's the cost of one of those tires in Trinidad and Tobago?
Well, I was not going to say any of those odd numbers over 20 is jackass money. Like
Yeah.
you're doing it on purpose just so that like you
Yeah.
gotta catch your ass to find a tire. I appreciate that.
Yeah, because you're not gonna get stuck, right? Because the Rolls you could upgrade it to 22, and well, the Mercedes you could get the basic package you could get from 18 all the way up to 20s, right? The Urus you could get a 23-inch option, and I
How much
made a
is that?
call. I made a call to Christian McKenzie in Mileage Mac to ask him to just quickly quote me for a tire. He said he could get me the Pirelli P0 PZ4 for $9,000 for one tire.
So you only allowed to change one tire.
Wow.
So, ladies and gentlemen, TTD, which is Trinidad and Tobago dollars, $9,000 for a 325/30/23 tire. That is obscene. Because Shay, what's the price of one of your tires? Because you run flats.
Yeah, for the black one, I don't know. I feel like I just threw off my entire understanding of tire prices. I can't even remember what my tire price was.
I want to say not 9,000.
Yeah.
Maybe 9,000 for all four.
Right.
I think the 19s on the black are maybe like 2,000, and the 20s on the blue are like 2,400, 2,500.
Right, but
Yeah,
but you kind of staggered fitment because on Ryan's A5 he running at 255, 35, 19 all around, and that's like somewhere between 2,000 to 2,200 per tire. Also, if you're going like Toyos or something, excellent brand, you know. But I'm guessing
P0s on both.
P0s on board, Pirelli P0s, right? Excellent. Yeah, so this is a Pirelli P0, PZ4, and this is not even a run flat cost I gave you, by the way. This $9,000 is not for a run flat tire.
So even after that 9,000, I still have to come out and change my tires.
You better get that 24, I reckon. And then this is, I'm pretty sure whoever's listening and can afford a Urus is not going to worry about this too much. Like, I think that's just the reality of the situation. You know, if you could afford a 641 horsepower V8 engine, because the taxes, just the motor vehicle taxes on this car alone entering the country is going to be phenomenal. It's like put this in two other cars simultaneously, right? By the time you bring this in, $9,000 is not going to be much for you. I'm pretty sure. But
I'm pretty sure it's quite the opposite. I'm pretty sure they need this information before they buy this car. Either that, or they say when you're packing the car in the container, pack four tires, please.
Now, homie, I take 8. You better give me 8 tires, though.
Whatever could fit.
Yeah, because again, and that's the problem with staggered fitments, because the fronts are going to be a little bit more narrow than the rear. And a 325 tire is an obscene size. That is crazy. I'm just calling Ryan's tire size a 255/35, and that's broad by, I guess, regular industry standards. A 325 rear tire, that is crazy. But yeah, I mean, you know what? I think I changed my mind from the G wagon. Sorry. If I was to go down the avenue, just for the look of it, it might be a Rolls Royce, but it has to be upgraded. It will have to be a Rolls Royce. If I go in for Bacon Shack on the North Coast Road, it will be the Lamborghini Urus. I think that's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Although the Lamborghini Urus is probably going to be as wide as Napa, I think I'll still carry it up. I think I'll still carry it. Yeah, I think I'll still carry it up for just knowing the windy, twisty roads, the all-wheel drive, the kind of performance it has. So I think that's where it will come to light, you know, because, you know, I think unfortunately in Trinidad we already get to use these cars to their full advantage, you know, but the G-Wagon will always be and always have a special place in my heart. The G-Wagon is the G-Wagon. Mercedes came up with an excellent SUV. And I mean, let's see if in the next 5 years they actually change it. I would like for them to do some slight changes, but we'll see what the technicians and the bosses at Mercedes do. But hopefully in the next couple episodes we could be chatting about the Rolls Royce and the Urus that are actually in the country. Yeah, though. So yeah, so let's see. I mean, I had the world of fun. Special thanks again to the brother Shay and the brother Ryan for this episode 2 of The Life We Live, a Rated RPM podcast. You can catch us on Anchor, Breaker, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, anywhere that distributes podcasts. You can certainly listen to us. Look out for us on social media, Facebook and Instagram, even LinkedIn now. I'm going to give it an avid try again to continue using LinkedIn. I heard it's a proper platform to use, you know, for business in Trinidad and Tobago, so I'll continue with it. Thank you to all our listeners. Be safe out there. Be safe on the roads. The point system has now been implemented, from what I understand. So
yeah, we live.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so yeah. I mean that's what I need to clarify. Or probably by the time this comes out, it will be out. But I think it came on last week, Wednesday or Thursday. The point system on the license. So people just be on the P's and Q's, adhere to all the safety regulations and the laws of the nation's roads. Be safe out there. Until next time, this is The Life We Live, a Rated RPM podcast. Peace. Later.